If you've driven down Sugarloaf Avenue in Marquette, you might have seen some older A-frame cabins lining the road.
That community will soon be the site of a brand new student housing complex, filling what city officials call a large void in the housing market.
They've been there for decades. Northern-style A-frame homes, mainly housing Northern Michigan University students. But developer Barry Polzin and the city of Marquette came together to solve a problem. These cabins at the center of the equation. According to a recent study, there's a demand for 1,968 apartment-style housing units.
And right now we have an existing supply of 406. So you can see the gap there is about 1,500 housing units.
Not only will the future Sugarloaf student housing complex begin to fill that gap, but it'll also provide NMU students an option besides on-campus residence halls and renting out a home in town.
It provides some really high-quality off-campus housing for students. Right now, the off-campus housing for students is really pretty bad. It's mostly just bad old houses that a whole bunch of students get crammed into.
So Polzin says this new complex can directly benefit NMU, because students across the country consider housing a major factor in deciding where they want to go to school.
In fact, we've run all this by the university, and they were very much in favor of us doing this.
But why this site of the Sugarloaf Villas, where cabins have stood for decades? Well, the current owners have actually had it on the market for several years.
The reason I knew about this property was about 8 years ago, the owners contacted me to try to do a project like this.
And getting permission to build was fairly simple.
This only required site plan review, which is a hearing before the Planning Commission where they make sure that the developer's site plan is in compliance with all of the codes the city has.
Tomorrow night, we'll take a look at what these apartments will look like and when they could be ready to move into.